Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate was a fair entry for the Nintendo Switch, but naturally lacked the polish of Monster Hunter World. But let's go even beyond that. What could a new Monster Hunter game implement? Let's talk about it. My first taste of Monster Hunter was Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Wii U. From there, I was a fan, but before that, I was completely unaware of how good this series was, so you're forgiven if you're where I was. It's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. Big monsters you can hunt either by yourself or with friends, but it also is so much more than that. The upgrades, weapon types, game mechanics, like weapon sharpening when your weapon starts to dull in the middle of those crucial moments when a monster is chasing after you and you finally find that one moment that you can spare. These games are full of content and each will easily take you over 100 hours to see everything there is to offer, especially World. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate was the first game to be released post Monster Hunter World, but it is in no means a successor to it. It's a port of the previous game released for the Nintendo 3DS, Monster Hunter Generations. As it is a predecessor by its truest nature and in its truest form, naturally, like I said before, there are things missing in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate that Monster Hunter World had incorporated. Things like the fireflies that guided your path to a monster is sorely missing and missed. But to be honest, for the next game in the series afterwards, even this could be improved upon. While playing World, I can't tell you guys how many times I mistook the green trail to be the direction of a monster only for it to be guiding me to an item. Yes, I understand there's a difference between the thickness of these two, but why they decided to make these two things function the same way is beyond me. It was very confusing, especially early on. Later on, I got used to it, but trust me, these monsters run a lot. Like, annoyingly so. Monster Hunter is at its best when you're playing with friends, I mean, of course, but I would highly appreciate it if in the next game they manage to streamline the process for doing so, because it is the most annoying process I've ever been a part of. In Monster Hunter World, you would either have to start or search for an online session, either by sending out a session ID or waiting for your friend to send one to you. Are we good from there? No. Now you have to go to the mission bulletin board and post a mission if you're the one who created the room, or if you join the same one as your friend. That's a lot considering other games for the past how many years just require a simple invite and boom, you're in. And if that wasn't bad enough, we weren't able to do story missions with our friends? The next Monster Hunter game desperately needs to fix these issues. I'm not opposed to hub worlds and games serving as menus, but I haven't had one make multiplayer such a task, a chore, and a pain to get through. While on the topic of multiplayer, I would love to be able to progress with a bunch of people for the next Monster Hunter game. Imagine expeditions with 8+ hunters. That would be nuts. I always liked the idea of squads, and having a team of hunters feels awesome, like you're really a group of highly trained professionals ready to do any task, or in this case, bring down any monster. But having the ability to play with more of your squad mates or friends at any given time would be insane. That would mean bigger monsters and even bigger loot and drops from them. This would no doubt spike the difficulty, but that would be cool to see. Seasonal changes could also vastly improve this series as a whole, having an impact on monsters and how they behaved. And what about events? How cool would it be to see a drought over an area affect a certain monster, making it sluggish and more tired? How about when vegetation and resources are at an abundance, resulting in supercharged monsters fully energized, ready to tear us apart? How exciting would that be? What if we saw mating seasons? Well, not literally see them, but you get what I mean. In our own world, creatures and life forms are directly affected by their surroundings, and even the seemingly smallest and minute alteration has the potential to change how those creatures behave and function. Seeing this happen for this series would further add to the sense of realism. Well, as close to realism as you can have with fire breathing, ice breathing, electric horses and whatnot. But this would be a nice touch. Speaking of nice touches, another thing that would be great for them to add would be story and event missions in different zones. What I mean by that is everything here is operated through the mission board hubs. Well, I feel like in order to get a better sense of making the world feel alive and more grand would be to have things happening on around you. In 2018 especially, us as gamers are no strangers to having this illusion being presented to us. Many series from Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto, even the latest Mario and Zelda have had these worlds that are bustling and full of life, or that's what they at least appear to be. Monster Hunter would definitely benefit from this because in this world, hunting is everything, and seeing that all around you would just add to your sense of, this is what this world's about. This is very important to these people because look around me, everything's happening. It's crazy, it's chaotic, it's a madness, but yet it's somehow orderly madness. This goes kind of into my next point, or directly correlates to it, and that is to have other players inhabiting the campsite as well. Much like in Destiny, how they have people in the Observer or the Tower or the, I don't play Destiny, but you get what I'm saying. There are people in this hub, there are people going around doing what they have to do, and in Monster Hunter, you're just like kind of by yourself waiting for your friend to join if they're going to. Other than that, you're surrounded by NPCs, and that's just, that's good. But this would be more than just a simple cosmetic. It looks pretty to see a bunch of people wandering around. No, this would be your chance to also improve your squad, meet up with other players, go on further expeditions, and maybe go on an actual story mission for the next game because you can't do it in Monster Hunter World. End game content is kind of annoying, and Monster Hunter is no exception to this. If for the next game they found a way to expedite and make this process a little less tedious and a little less of a grind, that would be appreciated. All the farming for the end loot, the different armors, the different weapons, that is just annoying, and maybe it's just me. What do you guys think about that? Do you think you'd like that end grind content, that farming? Do you like it? Because I absolutely do not. I despise it. I detest it. I hate it. I scoff at it every chance I get. But that's all for me, guys. What do you guys think about Monster Hunter? Comment challenge. I want to pose one to you guys, actually. What is your favorite Monster Hunter game? Let me know that in the comments below. I'll be happy to read them and discuss. Be sure to like the video only if you did by tapping or pressing that like button, please and thank you. And if you liked it that much, don't be selfish with it. Be sure to share it with a friend who likes Monster Hunter, can't wait for more news about Monster Hunter for the Switch going forward, and has their own ideas to share as well. Do you like what we do here? Then consider becoming a channel member on gaming.youtube.com/fanatixfour. There you'll get exclusive emotes, loyalty badges, gaming time with us, and free Switch keys periodically in our supporters only Discord. If you aren't able to support financially or just plain don't want to, that's okay. You can still join the Discord and talk to us. Check out our website for content you won't even see here at fanatixfour.com. And as always, be sure to check in every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time for videos just like the one you're watching right now. I'm Logan, and that's all I have for this week. I will see you guys again next Thursday. Bye.